Do you have a special talent?
Doon ako sa dance.
Diba?
Magtintinta na lang tayo.
Sige, sir. Sige.
Shucks, di ko pa ito nagagawa.
Hi, Ka-Primers! Welcome to Primer Pod, your Primer Insider. This is your scoop to our Ka-Primer executives. And right now, we're very fortunate that we'll have our very special guest, our Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Albette Buddahim. A round of applause, everybody! So, Sir Albert, parang nagulat ako ngayon na you're not wearing a coat. What is your inspiration for today? Because Ka-Primers, actually, si Sir Albert is one of our best dressed here in the office.
Thanks for that, Tina. As a marketer, one of the disciplines I've learned when I was younger was to really force myself to wear and put my feet into different shoes. One of the brands we own is Sludgers.
Yes.
So on certain days, I would force myself to be wearing a leather shoes. And leather shoes is perfect for a coat and tie. And I've chosen that to be on Tuesday because on Tuesday, that's the Retail Mancom meeting. And I want to remind myself that, hey, it's about how do we level up to a point that we become a global company. And then on other days, like today, I wear primer brands alternately. May Adventure Day ako, I have a Birkenstock Day, and recently, I have a Shorts Day now, which is on Thursdays. Force ourselves to put on a different kind of shoe in the office, which will remind us that, hey, it's about the customers and shoppers to think as a mom, think as a young professional, think as a college student. No? And we can't do that if we're always on our comfortable everyday, yun na lang yung damit natin.
Yes, thank you, Sir Albert, for giving us that tip. So, Ka-Primers always come to the office best dressed and well dressed. A lot of our Ka-Primers would want to know, how did you start becoming in love with marketing?
Marketing was not really my dream. When I was younger, I wanted to become a doctor.
Wow.
Kasi my mom's sister was a doctor. Yung doctor mayaman, nagpapadala sa amin ng pera. And then growing up, we of course face realities na, we cannot afford pala. Yun, I had to adjust. And then I saw na, these sales people, marketing people, they're given a car. As they go from one store to the next, they call the client, libre din yung cellphone. So I was that poor na I cannot get these things. And I couldn't see myself saving that much money. So nag-shift ako from being a doctor to how do I make more money. So in fact, before I was marketing, I wanted to be a salesman. And then I went to call center. I was a call center agent. I did telemarketing. From sales to marketing.
That's the reason why you speak very well, sir, pala.
Yeah, I did call center. I worked at night. So my college days were like 6 years because at night I would work from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So habang yung batchmates ko natutulog,
I'm
working the whole night. Selling telemarketing. I started with VerizonSuperPages.com. I sold DirecTV, which is like a cable. Yeah, and then one opportunity led to the next. Someone knew me. Donald Lim hired me in Yehey because I sell very good online ads in the USA. So naging kliyente ko sa P&G, and then P&G liked me, and then they hired me. Parang one opportunity to the next.
Would that mean, sir, that even when you were way younger, like when you were in high school or elementary, you had that drive already to become an achiever, just like you are right now?
In terms of being an achiever, I have to thank my family, especially my lola. My lola kasi was a teacher, tapos naging principal. Growing up, I was aware about their honor students and that the honor students get scholarships, and the scholarships can give you the course that you like. So I really had to do well. So like high school valedictorian, went to UP. So if we're not brilliant, wala na mangyayari sa akin. So we had to.
When you said, sir, scholarships, what was your course in college? Were you active in organizations that time?
Well, to start with, I'm a straight public school kid education. Like elementary, barangay, high school, barangay school. And then I went to UP. So straight public school kid, no? We have always been conditioned na, hey, if you want to have a good life, no, you have to work your ass off, no? And you have to be an honor student kasi my tita nga was a scholar in UST. So yun yung parang role model namin. Then I went to BS Physics because there's additional scholarship. So yun.
Physics?
BS Physics.
Oh, wow.
So
it's not everybody's cup of tea, physics, sir, ah?
But anything math is easy for me. Pag math lang, parang boring siya kasi just numbers.
Yeah.
I can perfect math. Physics has another dimension, which is like density. So may mga ratios and proportions na. So I took physics and then I wanted to make a lightsaber. On my second year, I discovered I cannot make it because of a lot of limitations. Yun, my dad shared na, oh, you know, when you're a general, when you're a military, you can get this and that. Nag-PMA naman ako. Unfortunately, after 9 months, I got hazed, well, disciplined, and I was discharged. I have a broken scapula. Balik ako ng UP. And then yun na, parang like, okay, how can I make more money? So yun, so that's my story.
Sir, a lot of people right now, especially millennials and Gen Z, they're always like looking for how can they find an inspiration and how do they want to direct their career. Meron ka ba, sir, like simple tips for them?
Don't find passion, but have passion at what you already have. Sabi ko nga, para ako naging hopper kasi gusto ko mag-doktor, naging BS Physics, gusto ko magsundalo.
Sir, lawyer ba? Ginusto mo rin pagiging lawyer?
Dapat before ako mag-50, I'll be a lawyer. So it's in the plans. Have passion at what opportunity you already have. Whatever comes my way, I give it my best. So actually, yun yung tip ko doon. Kasi there are, of course, we have wishes. No? Wish ko lang ako ay isang content creator and I can buy, from my content earnings, I can buy a Ferrari. But that's not the life I have. No? That's not the opportunity that was given to me. You know, those who are coming from a poor family, you'd know na it's less dreaming and more of action.
Yeah.
So whatever comes my way, give it my best shot, diba? If I have the opportunity, I give it my best shot. Have passion. If I look back, I've been lucky. I'm sure you've heard I have also a lot of misfortune, diba? I went to PMA, I got hazed. My batchmates now are already lieutenant colonels now in the AFP. With whatever I have today, rather than just daydreaming, make the best of it. You already have something.
So that's a very, very good tip for all ka-primers right now, to be passionate and to maximize whatever opportunity shared with you. A lot of us would like to travel. And it seems you're a very well-traveled person. Meron ka ba, sir, country na you would like to push us na, sige, go there kasi ito maganda doon?
So I've been to 27 countries. My wife has a lot more. She has 45.
Oh my gosh!
The favorite place, I would say Europe. Kasi in Europe, you drive like 2 hours, 4 hours. You will be in a different country and they would have a totally different culture, architecture, very different nature as well. In 1 month's time, you can go like, 14, 16 countries. Definitely something worthwhile to pursue and kasing mahal lang siya ng USA. So kung you can dream going to USA, but USA, you go around, it's still one country. But in Europe, yun yung pampakapal ng countries. My favorite country is Belgium. Like, oh my gosh, chocolate everywhere. And dun ko first na nakakain ng French fries, pero dipped in chocolate.
Oh,
so para siyang Royce. I like Belgium for that. In terms naman of view,
yes,
like nature, South Africa is really, really nice. Like the tabletop mountain, those bonsais growing in the cliff.
Yes, yes.
Sobrang ganda ng South Africa.
A lot of us would like to know, sir, what is your role right now as Chief Marketing Officer and how will it help the company grow bigger?
Well, the role that was given to me, or challenge that was given to me by our CEO, how do we become world-class marketeers? Primer Group right now is at a point where, yes, we're a Filipino company, but we have a global outlook. And we know that our business abroad is already growing. So as we grow and as we become a global company, how do we make sure that we can go head to head and we can even beat the other global players? So that's what we're trying to do right now. How do we get there to become a world-class marketer? Number one, competency. Competency, which means the skill that we do. How good are we? Are we recognized? When you say Primer Group, I've been to Primer Group, would they think like, you are well-trained in marketing? Second, competency is on the capabilities. So we are hiring and building new capabilities from CRM, CMK, or customer and market knowledge. There's a lot also, but I'll say we're gonna start with how we build our culture. Right? To become a global marketer, it's a behavior, it's a mindset. Mindset and behavior, combine them, becomes culture.
Sir, thank you for sharing with us that dream of how the board of directors would envision the company. Pero Sir Albert, ngayon na sobrang busy ka with your responsibility here. Do you still have time to do other things? A lot are excited to know what do you do for fun outside of Primer.
Number one, I really enjoy my job. Like marketing is a job
Me too.
that I really
enjoy my job.
Yeah, diba? I have to share. I built actually my own company as well and I became a CEO. Mahirap pala. Diba? And it was not a job that I like. I stepped down being the CEO and now I'm CMO and then back to where I'm happy.
Yes.
Do I aspire anything higher? No, actually. Diba? I've already found the job that I really love to do. Basta marketing, that's me. And then secondly, family. I'm married to an ex-PNGer, Diane, and then I have 2 kids, 9 and 6, no? And I'm happy to spend time with them. So, yun. And then I love spending time with friends, no? But I choose very well my friends. Especially when you're poor, and nobody wants to be the friend of a poor kid. How did I become a friend of a Josiah Go?
Yeah.
So I wasn't a friend in the first place. I was a fan. Every time they talk, I took note. If I have an opportunity, I'll ask a question. Inatinan ko lahat ng seminar niya. Meron akong 3 executive scholarship from Mansmith.
Yeah.
Kasi inatinan ko lahat ng courses. And then I would always show up to seminars. No? Until one day sabi niya, oh, you know what? I think it's time for you to share what you know. And join Mansmith. Sabi ko, sir, no, I'm just here. I'm just really a fan. How you build the set of friends, sometimes you have to start, baba ka muna. I've always seen myself as a fan and student. But when I look at Sir Jimmy, wow, I'm a fan, I'm a student. Miss Dina, fan and student. And that's actually the character that I always assume. I've never assumed that, I'm already one of the industry leaders. Until now, I'm still the student, the fan.
Yeah.
And I think maybe perhaps that's what real humility is. No? In the professional setup, I've never seen myself as I'm the CMO. I mean, I don't like
But you already the CMO.
Yeah, but it's the same. No, I'm still a student.
Aside from, of course, having a strong support from family and friends, meron ka bang secret recipe talaga?
When I entered PNG, I replaced somebody who was an MBA and I didn't have it.
Okay.
And why did I replace that person? Because I had a specialist skills in digital marketing.
Which is very unique that time.
This is way back earlier. And then that taught me a lesson na, it's not just about gaining a title. It's about a certain skill. What I have are certifications. It's not a title like MBA title.
Yeah.
But I'm certified to do marketing.
Many
to do
things.
Digital.
Yeah.
And I really learn one skill at a time. Don't study for a title's sake. Diba? I've seen MBAs, kinalimutan after 1 year, hindi na nila alam yung MBA. Learn enough so that you'll have a skill. And when you have a skill to do things faster, skill to help others, a skill to bring out the best in others, no? That's the leadership certification. So have those kinds of skill, right? To make the world a better place, or at the very least, to help a teammate.
Sir, yung mga ginagawa mo ngayon is also to inspire people. Ako kasi I follow Sir Albette in both his social media accounts and also in LinkedIn. And I feel like he's already walking the talk. Earlier, you were sharing that you love marketing so much and you found already your passion. And I think you're living it already. I'd like to encourage also ka-primers to follow his LinkedIn accounts and social media accounts. Do you have thoughts about sustainability, conscious capitalism, and how do you see marketing to evolve in the coming years?
Sustainability is about being responsible. That's what it actually really is. Responsible and considerate of others, considerate of the next generation. It's about time and the right time to work on it. So on sustainability, absolutely. Now, on the next level of marketing is really about understanding what drives the business and then how can we make people's lives better. The PNG mantra is touching lives, improving life. Whatever they touch, better. Or hopefully, mabuild natin in primer better than that. When we do help somebody in their travel, parang hindi pala ganun kahirap mag-camping. Hindi pala ganun kamahal mag-camping. But actually, really selling experiences. No? So hopefully, we'll get more of that. And at the end of the day, end of our life, in your deathbed, it's about experiences.
Yeah.
Not about how much money you have in the bank, diba? All these titles under your name, you can bring it to the next life. So enjoy your life. That's why I'm happy to be a ka-primer.
Yeah.
Because actually, it's about enjoying whatever life we have today.
It's a very good life lesson. Actually, ako nga right now, I'm very, very touched because I feel like I'm also a believer, sir, na experience really takes a toll on how you grow up the ladder and go up your career.
Going up the ladder. I recommend that versus just think about going up the ladder. Kasi sometimes we want to go up because we wanted to have a certain pay. And a higher position means a bigger responsibility.
Correct.
I hope you're not counting your price before you can actually deliver the value. Because if you are doing things for the wrong reasons, the wrong things will happen. And there's a book which is called The Power of Intent. Diba? If you have the right intent, do you want to go up because you genuinely think you can make things better, you can do a better job, then by all means go up. But if you just want to go up because you don't like the job and you just want to delegate to people, that's a wrong reason to. Kaya passionate ako partnering with
For
you,
training,
Tina,
yes.
and
Training
Mo.
and engagement and branding.
Kasi on
We're
training,
partners with Sir Albette.
yeah, on training, which is really important thing that Tina and Mo are doing for us, no? training is actually a service of someone who is a leader to their people. Leaders are there to make our teams, productivity higher, not by making them work more, but making it easy for them to accomplish more.
Yeah.
And when you go up the ladder, it's about responsibilities. Don't muna aspire for kasi gusto mo lang ng pay. You will be miserable if you just want a pay. Diba? Kasi the pay only arrives every 15, 30, 2 days lang in a month. So what happens with the rest of the 28 days?
Ang daming life lessons for today, and I hope our ka-primers would live the life lessons that was shared by our Chief Marketing Officer. Trailblazer, to close this session, you have a special talent. Everybody would like to know. Ano yan, sir?
I would say talent from a gift of God.
Yes.
I have a talent to remember things. Kung presentation ganyan, dun ako sa dance.
Oh.
Actually, when I was in high school, I was in the hip-hop kasi.
Oh my God!
1990s.
Chief Marketing Officer, tas sumasayaw naman pala. Oh. Would you like to show us
No.
3 steps lang, sir? Gagayahin kita. Syempre.
Magtintinta na lang tayo.
Sige, sir. Please.
Ano ba yung tintintan?
Gagayahin kita, sir. Sige.
Shucks, di ko pa ito nagagawa.
Bye, ka-primers! Bye. Thank you, Sir Albert!